It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinasaurus.
Hello there. Welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley, and we are your writing, storytelling, comedy podcast for the writing community, by the writing community. And guys, I'm very excited. If you haven't noticed, Dina's not here. I don't know where Dina is, but we're going to introduce her, see what happens. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really nervous about this. But guys, I am joined, as always, by the transcendent tiny terror of Treacherous Havens, Dinasaurus!
It's Christmas!
What? That was all. This is all
Christmas
built-
and Thanksgiving, baby.
No, Thanksgiving is just orange Christmas.
Is just orange Christmas. What about
Burnt
brown?
orange Christmas. Thank you very much.
I have a wreath that lights up too. You're welcome.
Oh, so what about like brown Christmas? Like I pooped myself.
I was told I wasn't allowed to say that.
Wait, Jesus.
It's
For
told
the
I
folks
wasn't
at
allowed
home,
to say.
Dina had her normal background like 36 seconds ago. Then she turned off her camera and said she had a surprise for us. And then in the time it took Daniel to do the intro, which I know he's wordy, but that wasn't that wordy.
Yeah.
She put up a wreath and the background and turned on some sparkly lights. And damn,
I'm truly impressed. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely impressed. And guys, if you're audio only right now, maybe you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music or something like that. Dina is wearing only a wreath. Don't check on YouTube. Don't look. It's fine. Just trust us. It's
Just
totally
like and
okay.
subscribe. You don't have to look.
So Dina, how are you doing today? Your hair looks on point. It's looking fabulous. You know, how are we feeling
I'm
out there?
great. Thank you for asking.
Do you have
It's
presents?
Christmas, so I'm good.
How? Oh,
That's not a
fine.
present. That's wine.
That's also a present, though. Yeah, that can still be a present, Dina. Like, I
It's
don't
the
know.
wine
Oh my
cube.
God. Target has these stockings that are made for wine, and they have like the wine pouch dispenser in them, and I really want to get them.
Wine
I like-
sock to go with your wine bra.
I know. Wouldn't it be perfect?
Where can Dina drink wine from with her outfits? I think that this is the question. Maybe we can bring this to Shark Tank, like a fully 6 outfit connected wine piece.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Yeah, no, I think that's
Yeah.
perfect. Well, guys, I'm really
You can
excited.
drink wine from your feet.
Damn it, Dina. My traditional Christmas beverage of caramel apple hard cider is here and ready. So guys, we are super excited. We are back at you. We've got another great author interview. Our guest this week is Wisconsin-born, Rocky Mountain raised, and dreams of being a Washingtonian. She is a self-confessed nerd, a gamer, and a creative spirit. Whether it's battling in Star Wars: The Old Republic, exploring the World of Warcraft, or crafting her next cosplay, Sarah's passions shine. Between the pages of her self-published works, she invites us into the vibrant worlds of her imagination. Her post-apocalyptic speculative fiction horror novel, Treacherous Havens, is available now on Amazon. Please join us in welcoming Sarah Eriksen. What's up, Sarah?
Hello.
I had to get in the mood for that. I had to get epic for that, you know? So how are you doing? How are you feeling? You nervous? You feeling good about this?
Absolutely just terrified. No, I'm good. Very excited to be here. I love to talk about writing and books. So yes, I'm just really excited.
And again, just for our Spotify and Apple listeners, Sarah is wearing an entire outfit made of books. Don't go on YouTube. Just trust us. It's fine. It's fine. It's right there. Like, it's perfect. Did you sew this together yourself or
Glue.
Oh, that makes sense.
Fabric glue.
Yeah, you got to be careful with needles and books. It's just not a pretty picture.
Just melt them and burn them. No, I'm with you. What could ever go wrong if we burn some books? I mean, Jesus, right? But man, we are so excited. And guys, if you've heard a fourth voice here, another member of the team, the only adult in the room, the pumpkin is treacherous. This R2-D2 is reckless. This episode is treacherous, and he likes it. Producer Sean, everyone.
Hold on. There's a gnat here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sarah. Welcome
Hello,
to the show.
Sean.
Hello.
I don't know what that was, but I'm just glad it was short. Thank you, Daniel.
Dina better know what that one is.
She wasn't paying attention, dude.
I heard pumpkin and I tapped out.
I did
If you said
Taylor
gingerbread,
Swift.
she might have listened.
I did
That's not Taylor
for
Swift.
you. That was definitely Taylor Swift. Treacherous?
No, it wasn't.
Hold on. Did my Google?
Oh.
Yeah, Treacherous by Taylor Swift. Yeah. The slope is
He
treacherous. The
misread
path
it. It was
is
Sailor
reckless.
Twift.
Taylor Swift. Yeah, Dina just lost her Swifty card. So, guys, she's
Not
no
my
longer
fault
Taylor
that you
Swift
can't
fan.
sing in a tune and that you literally traded
It is-
pumpkin for treasure.
Poetry. I didn't trade pumpkin for what, madam?
Read it again. Roll the tape back.
All right,
Read it again.
roll it back. All right. The pumpkin is treacherous. This R2D2 is reckless. This episode is treacherous, and he likes it.
Yeah, I just wasn't listening to you the first time.
Yeah, you.
That was good.
you
She
lost your
smiled the
Taylor
second
Proud of
time
you.
around.
Swift.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's been begging him to do more Taylor Swift. And here it
And I
is.
did Taylor
And
Swift.
she just completely disregarded it.
We had
Anyway.
a perfect confluence.
Perfect.
That's a big word
confluence.
for you, buddy.
Wow. Dina is
Man, lighting is
spicy
really
tonight.
hard when you have the lights out.
I have so many questions. Well, speaking of the lights out, but hold the hell
Hold
on.
on a second.
Hold on a second. Sean, I have a beverage in my hand. Do we do anything that involves beverages?
Yeah, we do. I would first like to point out that I'm drinking Hop Attack.
Oh, not a sponsor.
Hop
Not a
Attack
sponsor.
Double India Pale Ale. Not a sponsor, but it's quite tasty.
You could
So shout out to Hop Attack. We do play drinking games here. We have a series of words or phrases that will trigger a buzzer. If you hear a buzzer like that, that means someone said one of those things and it's time to take a drink. Also, we are all members of Buffalo Club here. Buffalo Club means we all drink with our off hands. If you're caught drinking with your dominant hand, you can get caught by someone else in the group here. They'll shout out
get
Buffalo,
caught.
and that means you need to finish your drink. But be careful if you shout out Buffalo and you're not correct, you have to finish your own drink. And everyone here, including our guest Sarah, is right-handed. So we'll all be drinking with our left hands. If we
Ring-
Buffalo and we don't call it out on the show, call it out in the comments. Let us
Yeah.
know down below. We will pay. For our
Yeah, we will
sins.
drink. We will drink heavily for you. It's fine. It's healthy. But you want to know what else is healthy, Sean? A little bit of
What, buddy?
suspension of disbelief. A little bit of magic in the world. So, guys, I encourage everyone to lower the light. Leave your suspension at the door. And it's time to join us on Conspiracy Corner, Dinasaurus.
Oh,
Ooh, the lights being right under your chin like that looks
Yeah.
pretty spooky
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah, that's definitely a
Right.
ghost.
okay. Are you guys ready?
Mhm.
Area 51 isn't a bunker or a military base. It's a way
Mhm.
out. I have no further information other than that.
Oh, that's juicy. Well, luckily, we have an Area 51 expert here. Sarah, would you like to give us your professional opinion on Area 51?
Well, it's an exit. It has to be a portal, right? Portals are things. They exist.
So,
But who made it?
Portals are
I
things.
don't know.
They are things.
They are.
But to where?
But you'd have to go through it to
From-
find out.
Are we exiting like this reality, this universe, this
Or
planet?
just this
Where are we
planet,
exiting
yeah.
specifically?
I think it's just
The
an exit, and
simulation.
there's probably a sign and it just says exit, and you just walk that way, and then you get lost. Probably
Exit
get into a
right
parking
back
garage
on the
somewhere,
highway.
Yeah.
It's just an exit right back on the highway and gets you
Yeah,
on
Just
your way to
word
Nevada.
right.
Yeah. You're like, oh, hey, look, let's head back to Vegas. There you are.
That would be a great way to deter people who are trying to like sneak into Area 51. They walk in the door and then suddenly they're like turned around and back on the highway. And it just loops that way.
Just
Yep.
as a constant loop into.
It's like a construction detour, where they just take you around all this stuff, and you're like, but I could have just driven like one block that way. So it's just this huge thing. And then, yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, like, Sean, how would you feel like, what if the government had a portal
Hold
to
on.
your house?
Dina, are your headphones okay?
No, I can't. Like, I can hear, but like, I'm getting background noise and I'm trying to turn off that background noise filter. But I don't remember how. Sorry.
So what you need
Okay.
to do,
Got it.
glad I can help.
Hey,
I was going to go on a long-winded rant that was not helpful.
I'm glad
so
you
this
didn't,
worked
buddy.
out.
Go on with the
Yeah.
conspiracy corner. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, buddy. So how would you feel if the government portal or exit just led to your house. So anyone that just came to Area 51 showed up in your backyard.
I would be infuriated. I don't like when people I know and love visit me without calling first, let alone a bunch of strangers appearing on my property.
Put up a
Showing
toll
up
booth.
looking for.
Yeah, at least you can profit off of it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
that's a smart. Yeah, that's very smart. I like.
They're not going to know. They were just in Area 51. Now they're in your backyard. Like, oh, toll booth? Okay.
They're like, welcome to planet Omicron 9. You made it. And they'll be like, what?
What?
Why does this look suspiciously like America? This is fucking weird. But all right,
See
guys.
what you want to see.
I wonder if you can tell the difference between America and like the UK, for example, just by like one picture without any like historical, like just like fields and trees.
I feel confident about it.
So funny you mentioned that because my daughter mentioned a game to me today called GeoGuessr.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've heard of it before, but it uses the Google Maps algorithm to place you in Street View in a random place on Earth with no context to where you are except for the actual Street View. And then you have to guess where you are based on that.
Oh my
So
God,
you can
that we
move
need to do
around
that.
a little bit in the area that you are, but that's it. So like you have to use clues from like street signs, or maybe you see a different language or something, like the way the license plates look, stuff like that is clues people use to figure out
What happens if you get to like where one of the locations is like blurred out? Have you seen that on Google
You just
Maps?
don't get to see that part.
Yeah, then you lose. Yeah, life's unfair. So guys, we're gonna be talking about Sarah's book, Treacherous Havens. It's available everywhere that you can find books, man, and we're super pumped up about it. But before we can get too much further, Sarah, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Would you consider yourself a tease?
Sometimes.
Excellent. Because here's what I need you to do, Sarah. I need you to tease the audience because you have a very special story time. So I need you to give them a little tickle, a little, ice cube down the back, or elk. Is elk a thing in Salt Lake City? Like, is that like, can you just give him like a little elk burger? Like, I don't know what happens.
He's looking for a wild animal from your area. Can you just
a moose?
Moose, yeah.
Oh, you have geese there.
We do. We do. Mountain lions too in my neighborhood. So yeah. Yeah.
All right, so if we lose Sarah midway through, we know that she's now been taken by the mountain lions. So I apologize.
Moose are scarier than mountain lions, to be honest.
Dude, mooses are fucking terrifying, dude. Holy shit.
They get on the freeway here. Moose on the freeway. It's a thing.
And it's bigger than your car. And you're like, great.
You know what I think of every time I hear moose?
Mm-hmm.
It's that scene from Princess Diaries where it's like, we took this and wow, you look like a moose. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Same.
I think about that all the time. Lives rent free in my head.
It's my Roman Empire.
It's my Roman Empire. Back on track. Sarah, so I need you to tease the audience. Give them a little tickle, a little moose track, if you will. Tell them about the story time you have lined up for us.
Well, in my youth, I had 3 Australian boyfriends.
At the same time?
No.
Whoa. No details. No details.
We should have a game where I try to guess what the guest story is going to be based on the tagline and like see if I'm right.
By all means, go for it.
I hope one of them is named Bandit.
I think that it's gonna be like one of my fake boyfriend story where she's got a fake Australian boyfriend and that's why
I can't wait.
Like nobody can see him. Nobody's ever met him because he's from Australia. You know,
trope.
like your college boyfriend is from Canada. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. My 3 Australian
Refer back
boyfriends.
to this guess later on in this episode.
Yeah, we'll definitely take this back in time. But I am incredibly excited about this game that is probably going to be one of Dina's favorite games that we've ever done. Sean, what are we playing, buddy?
We're going to play a game I like to call Saga Spin, a Star Wars story. This is just a spin off of a game we've played before. Build a story or something similar. We're going to do 1 line added per person as we go around. I'm going to kick it off with a line that will start the story, and then we'll go to Daniel, then Dina, and then to our guest Sarah, and we'll repeat in that order. Basically, the way it works is I will start the story, the next player adds a sentence, and so on. Players should aim to include a humorous twist or unexpected element to the story. For example, Characters can be put in silly situations, or unexpected crossovers can occur. If you're stuck, however, Dina, you can pass your turn, but you must perform a silly Star Wars themed action or sound effect before being able to do so. I will let you know when time is up. And actually, maybe I'll put a timer on screen so you can have an idea when you should wrap up the story.
Yeah, let's do that.
I really wish that I had a lightsaber right now because I would just like whip that out.
If I could give you one of the
Same,
three I
same.
have, I would.
Just through the computer.
Yeah, just here, have my lightsabers.
From...
I mean, I've got a Kylo Ren one kind of behind me by the labyrinth thing. It's not on, but you know, it's sitting back there. So
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and that's perfect. This is why we love you. We from now on, we just need to get Star Wars only guests here. Sean, what do you think?
I'm down.
Perfect. All right, let's do this thing, baby. I'm ready. My body's ready.
All right. The prompt is: in the bustling market of Tatooine, a known Jedi mind trick goes hilariously wrong, causing a group of Jawas to start flash mobbing instead of forgetting a droid sale. Daniel.
As the rhythmic dancing of the Jawas increases, it slowly becomes gyration as they take off their hoods and robes for the first time in Jawa history.
As the sun hits them, their skin sparkles like diamonds.
Diamond Jawas.
and then
Sarah.
Kylo Ren shows up and turns around very quickly and takes off his robe because Rey is watching.
He's trying to impress her. Got it.
Yeah, Rey's not the only one watching. From a sand dune across the way, a small half-man figure approaches. He's got bare feet, hairy feet, and seems to be babbling about a ring.
Before he can say anything to the crowd, a giant T-Rex
God
comes
damn
up
it, Dia! No! You don't get to add a
No, no,
T-Rex
no.
again!
and eats
No.
him
It's
right
yes
in half.
and.
All that's left is the stump of his feet or knees.
I heard
I'm
that.
sorry.
God damn, Frodo's dead already!
Daniel went straight for the crossover right away.
Yep, immediately.
Obi-Wan Kenobi shows up to mourn, but the T-Rex is his friend.
Oh. And as a call goes out in the wild, another sound seems to be approaching. This seems to be an animal unlike any that anyone on Tatooine had ever seen before.
It's another T-Rex.
Shit. You stole my only line.
You busted too early, man.
Mm-hmm.
This animal had flopped around like a Magikarp with its golden skin.
Motherfucking giant
Yeah.
Magikarp. Okay, I'm here.
Sure.
Right. Slightly out of place in the desert.
It's gonna die.
It doesn't last long, that's for sure, so...
Thought he
That
would be
one
a
just broke
Gyarados
me.
by now.
So a hungry Geonosian shows up because now there's very well sun-baked fish available.
It's fair.
Perfect. And as a Geonosian comes to go eat this giant Magikarp, flopping helplessly in the sand, a red light pops out, and it grabs this Geonosian. It pulls it into a small ball, and a small child with his hat on backwards says, "Wow,
Oh my God.
neat. I haven't seen this species before."
The small child says, "Hi, my name's Zev O'Connell."
What the fuck? Wait,
The MC from Thunderstruck by Daniel Quigley.
is apparently a Pokemon trainer now. Okay, I'm here for
And
it.
he's a small boy. It's a prequel.
Small.
Out of nowhere, a tall man with dark hair appears and says, "What the fuck is going on?" And his pants disappear.
Ah, Declan's here. This is getting insane right now. There's so many crossovers happening. I don't even know what's going on in the story. John, can you give us a quick recap of what has happened so far?
No.
Yeah, so a Jedi that you guys didn't address at all tried to perform a mind trick on some Jawas, and they started dancing, and then Kylo Ren started dancing with his robes off, and Rey was there for a moment, but I guess she's just watching the show. And then a T-Rex came and ate Frodo, and then a gigantic flopping golden fish Pokemon showed up, and Zev dressed as Ash showed up and caught a Geonosian in a Pokeball. And then a pantsless man appeared, and that's where we are. So,
So Zev with
Stay
no
tuned
better
for season
idea.
3 of Don't Make It Weird.
coming soon.
Zev, without any other better idea, throws a Pokeball at Declan and catches him. So now he's got a Geonosian and a pantsless Declan in his Pokemon army.
Wait, he did what? He threw the Pokeball at them? What did he do?
At
Yeah,
the
he caught-
pantsless man,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he has caught him,
Okay.
and now he's his
Oh, he caught
slave
him.
that has to battle for him.
Okay.
Yeah, Pokemon was pretty problematic, huh?
Yeah.
Rey, tired of being complacent, steps forward to take on whoever the fuck just captured whoever the fuck. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
You're great.
Perfect.
She frees Declan. They run away somewhere because Declan has no pants. It's better than Kylo Ren. Just saying.
Oh, so now there's a new love. Okay, I'm here for it. Yeah, this is
Love
this is
triangle,
Spicy. This is
you guys.
spicy here.
Hey!
The Jawas still dancing in their shimmering diamond naked form. Can't stop. They literally
That's
can't
the
stop as they are
Spider-Monkey.
getting burned alive. When suddenly a shadow appears in the distance.
And from the shadow, we hear, "Ah!" and it's the other Tyrannosaurus Rex coming for its mate.
It was secretly a star destroyer that was breeding dinosaurs that has landed on Tatooine.
Oh, dinosaur star destroyer. Okay. The citizens of Tatooine are freaking out because they don't know what's going on. And there's chaos. Fires are exploding everywhere. Destruction and mayhem as the Star Destroyer just drops all of these dinosaurs in the middle of this. And then suddenly a hero emerges and you hear thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Ho!
Oh my god, this story's still going. Yeah, that happened. Yes, and
Good job, Dean. and Thank you for your input. You need to make a Star Wars sound if you want to get off on this one.
I don't want to get
So,
off on
phrasing?
anything.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Hey! Phrasing.
Phrasing? Okay. Is that good enough?
Okay. That was good. Yeah, that was,
That's good.
yeah, feel good about
Snarf.
Is that where we're going with this at this point? We're just one. I mean, one word can be a sentence, so I'm with you.
Well, you went with Thundercats, so Snarf. That's what Snarf says. Snarf.
Yeah, this is true.
Snarf was talking to the pilot of the Star Destroyer because they unleashed the dinosaurs too soon.
And as this happens, the ground shakes. The earth rumbles as the universe's mightiest hero says, "How woot," as a giant Jar Jar Binks, the size of nearly a Star Destroyer, appears in the Tatooine desert.
And the two Tyrannosaurus Rexes team up to eat this giant Jar Jar Binks because they're definitely capable of taking him out. And they do, and they succeed. And the story's over with his death because that's all that matters. And somebody
Well,
mutated
then
quickly.
The Death Star shows up and blows up Tatooine because of the Jar Jar Binks. Just,
Oh.
Yeah,
Trump card.
like it's
Got it.
completely done. Yeah.
And as
And cue the credits
wait,
music.
Wait the fuck on. A robed and shadowy figure turns from the bridge of the Star Destroyer, shaking its orange head. Misa knew that clone was bad news. Misa, make sure no more mistakes next time. The end, baby!
Oh, we can't do too much of that. The mouse will get mad at us. This has been Saga Spin. Thank you, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Dina, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. You cannot co-op this.
Thanksgiving
this
is
work.
just orange Christmas.
It's brown Christmas.
Burnt sienna Christmas.
Honestly, brown Christmas makes more sense. But
Yeah. Sound like, yeah, I'm with you. Well, Sarah, so it is time to make good on this tease that you gave our audience earlier. It is time to give it up. All right? As I need you. You see, we're all about
forgot
story.
how to do this.
Yeah, I did.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. We're all about storytelling here, and every week we aim to share an entertaining tale. So without further ado,
It's story time with Sarah.
All right. So you want to hear about my 3 Australian boyfriends who were all real. They were all real, not at the same time. I dated 3 Australians in a row in my 20s. It started because of World of Warcraft, of course, because I was a night shift worker. So all of the people who were actually like there to play after work were in Australia. So in and of itself,
hold on. I need quick context. Which faction did you play? What was your race of choice? Like,
I actually played Alliance, and I was a night elf boomkin.
Basic.
hold on.
You try to level in original vanilla content as a boomkin and child.
Everything
Yeah.
is going. I clicked a button. Now all the sound is going through this.
That's perfect. I think you're doing great.
Is that a Bluetooth speaker?
This is the best answer. Yeah. We're very professional.
All right, fix it.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Fix it, Dina.
Dina.
I don't know
Dina,
how.
fix
I
it.
clicked a button and I
Dina,
didn't know what button I put.
I'm going to start singing through your thing.
Is it Bluetooth?
Yeah.
My God, you can't hear. So bring up your Bluetooth settings on your computer and like click the forget this device thing on your light egg thing.
Loving's like my dream.
Oh.
Red, golden.
We're back. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We got through some
Okay.
decent
You
bars
guys are
there. I
all
felt good
super
about
delayed
that.
now, but that's fine.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Dina, what's my favorite color?
Blue. Green. Or I don't remember. Blue.
That was pretty quick. It's not a bad delay.
All right. So, World of Warcraft, started dating an Australian. What this actually leads to is me going to Australia by myself. I'm a total introvert. I am a homebody. I
didn't die?
I didn't die, yes. But hilarious
Is Australia
truth.
real?
It is. It really is. So are
Conspiracy
spiders.
Corner solved.
Fun. So, before I even get to Australia, so I was dating an Australian through World of Warcraft. It ended, but I had a non-refundable ticket to Australia. So, like, I needed to go. So I end up going and staying with one of my friends who is boyfriend number 2. So, stayed there for 2 weeks.
Rebound.
Yeah, right? But before I went to Australia, I watched Taken with my mom. Just don't do that before you travel by
What a good
yourself out of the
idea.
country.
What the
What
fuck?
could go wrong with that?
It's like watching Titanic on a cruise.
Right? Yeah. Not the smartest movie choice a week before I left. But so I flew all by myself to Australia. I had a layover in LAX, and I kid you not, Crocodile Dundee was sitting there waiting to get on that plane. I mean, the hat, the necklace. I'm just like, what? Like, it was so surreal. And the worst part of all of this traveling by myself was actually LAX. But
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense.
go to Australia.
But Miley Cyrus loves LAX. Sorry, go ahead.
Hopped on a plane at LAX. Sorry, go on.
With a dream.
So I end up in Australia by myself, staying with a friend who I had known for a while and everything. And by the time I left, he was my boyfriend. But I went to Australia. And honestly, that was an amazing place to be. Other than the fact I was sick the whole time. Because I sat next to this like 90-year-old woman on the plane who had never left the country before, but she was Australian and going home. So I'm kind of confused as to what her life was.
I have a lot of questions about that. But
Yeah. I'm like, you've never left the country, but you're going home. So, I had a lot of adventures there. I got to, learn to check your toilet seats before you sit down so you don't die, because spiders nest in toilet seats. And they're highly poisonous ones. They're not the giant ones that hang between mango trees, but they do. So you always check toilet seats in Australia.
Yeah, they're going to fuck you up. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. So
I have a light in my bathroom to check the toilet at night because I'm scared of that.
I don't like spiders, but after having to check the toilet seat to not die for 2 weeks, I tend to check toilet seats for spiders.
So, like, what does one do when you see a giant poisonous Australian spider underneath your toilet seat? Because personally, I would just... Yeah, exactly. Do that. Burn the house down. Yeah.
I call for the Australian who I was staying with to take care of that spider. Like, in my house, spider, I handle it. I don't care. Yeah. Or I get my cats to go and eat it, whatever. But highly deadly poisonous could kill me with a bite and just hangs out on toilet seats. I just feel someone who's Australian can take care of that way better than me.
Smart. Yeah, you gotta, no, I'm with you.
Also, other hilarious story. The only time I've ever been to an IKEA was in Brisbane. Yes, because that's what you do. You go to Australia and you go to IKEA.
Do they have Applebee's in Australia? Because I feel like I would want to have Applebee's in Australia.
I don't recall if they did or not, but I think they do. I had nachos there too, and that was laughable. I mean, it was cheese on chips with some tomato.
Fuck up nachos. That's messed up.
Right? Oh, no. But it was a really fun time because it's like, I am that kind of a person who is very introverted, very homebody-ish. Like, I hate driving to Salt Lake to go to a convention and it's 40 minutes away. Mm-hmm. I have to have the anti-anxiety friend with me so that I don't lose my shit. And I flew by myself to another country.
Sorry, so we've got 2 Australian boyfriends. Mm-hmm. I was promised 3.
3. So, I come home and that didn't end up working out so well for whatever reasons, which I do not need to delve into. And I ended up dating
hemispheres.
And I ended up dating one of my closest friends I had in World of Warcraft for 4 years, who was also Australian.
Did you fly out again to see this person?
No, he came and visited me for 2 months. But I absolutely love and adore him. And he's actually probably one of the few people who might listen to this who I'm friends with on social media still, like from past times and everything.
Perfect.
But the thing I love the most about it is his dad, who is like a theater actor with just like that, you could see him on stage in England with like the booming voice, and he has an Australian and South African accent, and he calls me Toots.
Calls you? That's amazing.
Yes.
Can we refer to him as Bandit? Like, I feel like we need to give him a name.
If you want to.
Okay.
His real name's actually better. It's Douglas Sutherland Bruce.
That cut out at the best time because none of us heard this fucking guy's name.
That's even better. You didn't hear it. So go for it. Call him Bandit.
Bandit. I love it. That is incredible. Sean, how many Australian boyfriends have you had?
0.
Fuck. All right. Dina, have you had an Australian boyfriend?
Did you say Dina?
Yeah, Dina, have you had an Australian boyfriend?
No, but I tried
Probably,
to date
but
a
she
German
didn't
exchange
think so.
student. That was even better.
So it means that Sarah's better than the rest of us. She has gotten 3, we have 0, so she is beating our entire team right now on Australian boyfriends.
In my dreams, Robert Irwin is my boyfriend.
I went to his zoo.
Shut up.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
When
cool.
I was there, I got to go to the
Not
Crocodile
Steve
Hunters
Irwin,
Zoo.
Danielle.
It is the one
Robert.
who's dead.
I know. That's why I said R.I.P. Steve.
I know, but it was still so much fun to go that direction with it.
See, Stingray, it's
Dina's
on
face,
site.
by the way, Dina's face when Sarah said, it didn't work out for reasons I won't go into. Dina was like, ooh, and that's
like,
going to be on the thumbnail.
I really wanted to know more, but I realized
I would happily tell you
detail.
off record. I will tell you because it's not something for a podcast.
Yeah, I realized it was going to be like not on the
Smart.
podcast.
Well,
So then we'll just make our
past relationships. They're just a thing I don't really feel are anyone's business necessarily on a public forum.
Yeah. So I assume that he was a Jar Jar enthusiast like me, and you guys could not get over this reconcile.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He probably also hated The Last Jedi, and that's just deal breaker. Sorry.
Yeah,
Canon.
can't do it. Yeah. Listen, you guys had a good run, but everyone has to have morals that they stand by, and I support you standing by your Star Wars morality on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I need to ask you a question. Do you have a kerchief, maybe a napkin, some sort of, maybe a bandana, some sort of device to cover up like the wipe away tears on hand?
I can grab some tissues.
Yes, if you could do that.
No,
What?
don't.
Tears?
Yeah, we go. Perfect. We got some perfect
Tissue.
See, we're gonna peel back the layers of the potato and get to know you a little bit better, Sarah. We are going to ask deeply personal, hard-hitting questions with Dinasaurus. Dina?
Actually, give me a second because the breathing monitor for Z just.
I thought you were going to be like, actually, I'd rather not.
Dina's like, not today.
Actually, go fuck yourself.
And go fuck yourself. All right, so I've got a question for you. I don't know if this will actually make the show or not. You're in the zombie
won't.
apocalypse.
Your co-host isn't here.
I am the show, Sean.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
you're being edited out of this episode.
Just entirely under
Just answering random non-questions that don't exist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's
we're just gonna
reacting.
leave. We're gonna leave dead air wherever Daniel actually spoke.
That would actually be really funny. Like, dude, what happened with this story? We're missing some context here. See, that's why, having children, I wouldn't do it. Oh, hi, Dina.
Hi. So he sleeps on his stomach. He won't sleep any other way than on his stomach. So we have a breathing band for him. But right now he's sleeping with his butt directly in the air, like
Oh, I love
straight
that.
up, so it can't catch his breathing.
That is honestly
So
one of
it
my
just keeps
favorite
going.
things that newborn infants do is sleeping with the tushy up in the air. It just like curl like and fall. I'm like,
It's so
how
cute.
did humans evolve to sleep like this? It
My
makes no
friend's
fucking sense.
5-year-old does that still. She naps like that. 5 years old,
Wow.
still naps that way.
Incredible.
That's
That's
crazy.
impressive, honestly. All right.
Anyway,
Time
it's
back
not picking
in.
up his breathing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, as long as he's still alive.
Okay, I need to pull up my questions. I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
I've moved them to the top of our document. You have no excuse.
Yeah, it's so great. I already had it pulled up in the background, but the baby monitor was up. Okay. Sarah, this is a super serious science question that I need answered. Why are wet clothes darker? Because water's transparent. So how does getting clothes wet make them darker?
I blame the light spectrum. It
Fucking
lies.
light
Water
spectrum.
lies to you. It uses the spectrum of light to convince you it's really, really clear, and then it just actually makes everything darker.
Okay,
Sense.
so
It's
we
like
need a
Australia's not
conspiracy
really
corner for the
country.
light spectrum. Got it.
Yeah, perfect.
Where do hamsters live if they're not a pet?
Probably at Del Taco.
See the
Are they
wild
the food?
see the wild hamster in its natural habitat.
Everybody hates
This
that
is
at
a
Del
beauty
Taco.
right here.
Are they the food?
No, no, they just hang out there. That's like they're like play. That's just where they hang out.
Are they the
Yeah,
the
that,
horror?
they hang out.
Okay, thank God. Does Lightning McQueen have life insurance or car insurance?
Ooh, that's a good
He probably
one.
has both because there's someone out there making a lot of money on this.
I mean, they are sentient,
Okay.
Would it be life insurance or would it be health insurance?
Yeah, they probably have that too. I'm just saying there is some insurance
shut up,
salesman
Sean.
out there in that world that's like, you know what? I can sell you. He probably has earthquake protection on his home. You know,
I like that. You're coming in hot with some new ones, Dina. I'm here for this. I like it.
Yeah, I got deep on the TikTok scroll.
Dina, ask her the odds and evens. Let's just see. Let's continue the science experiment.
Why would you encourage?
Okay.
Because I need to know
No
the
day of the
difference.
week-
No interrupting.
Just straight on vibes, just all feelings right here. Which day of the week is odd and which days are even?
Wednesdays are odd. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they're odd. Tuesday, Thursdays are even.
What about Saturday, Sunday?
They're imaginary numbers because they don't exist and they disappear.
I like it. I like
Right.
it. This
Checks
is
out.
a new answer
know,
to this. We
You
haven't.
were wrong about Wednesday, but you were pretty spot on with some of the others. So I'll give it to you. That's
There's
good.
no right answer, by the way.
It's because in my brain, it's just, it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So odd numbers, even numbers. That's why it's the even and odd.
Listen, this has been one of our most controversial questions, and some people get it. I'm not one of the people that get it, and I don't know how to live in this universe where Thursday can be even arbitrarily.
If I had a 4-day work week, it would be, they'd all be even because it would be 4.
the 4 days that you have to work are even. Okay.
Yes, it's 4. It's an even number. So everything would be even.
So Monday is odd.
Uh-huh.
Tuesday, Wednesday, even.
No, you
Thursday,
can't have
odd.
even directly after odd, Dina.
But
See,
you
I do the
can
even
because it's a
now.
feeling.
It's
It's a feeling. Even is positive. Odd is
No,
not positive.
so okay. So is that the trick to this game? Is which days do you like, and if you like it, it's even.
Yeah,
and if
you haven't
don't-
caught
Are
on
you
to that?
kidding? You didn't know that? We knew that from day one.
I've been doing the numbers. I've been doing math on this, man.
It has nothing to do with math or numbers.
Holy
feelings.
fuck.
I mean,
It's
honestly,
fine.
if we're going to talk about it, I'm still going to stick to what I've got because, yeah, those are heavy meeting days.
Those are.
Just had to go to so many meetings. So, yeah, it's still, I stand by my numbers, even though.
Okay. All right. I like that.
What would a room full of mirrors look like if there's nothing to create a reflection?
They'd just be seeing each other. So it'd be really boring.
Yeah.
I mean, is there light? Is it dark? Because if it's light, then they just be mirrors seeing each other and be reflecting. But if it's dark, then it'd just be a black hole of nothingness.
This is where Declan's pants are.
Probably.
Yeah, in the mirrorverse. Yeah.
Oh wait, okay. I got one more question and then our like final question. What color is math?
Fuck.
Blue.
What the fuck? Math
Sarah,
is
I'm
green,
actually
bro.
this is one I agree with. You're wrong. I love you. You're wrong. Math is not blue. Blue is a calming, beautiful color that everyone likes.
Mhm.
Math is Satan.
So
Well, like
math
the
is
sky
red
is
for
blue
you?
though because of the light spectrum again and everything.
Oh, no,
else
we're
it
not
has.
going back
We
to the
still
light
have to go with math and science. Blue works very well. It's also just my favorite color, so I just
But
threw that out
science
there.
is blue, math is green.
No, math is
English
red.
is
Math is red. Math is red. Science is
English
green.
is puce. Just face it.
puce.
Okay, final question. Are you ready? Prepare yourselves.
Nope. Okay.
What is the superior form of potato?
Now, Sarah, before you answer this, I need you to understand you cannot come in half cocked here. This has to be your hot take,
Fully cocked.
fully cocked. Okay? You cannot have a dissenting opinion. Everyone who disagrees with whatever your potato take is wrong, and I need you to come in with the hot fire on this. All right?
German potato salad.
That's one
What's
we haven't
German
heard
potato
yet.
salad?
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
It's a
So-
warm vinegar-based potato salad.
Oh, no, it's better than that. You're going to take
Better than
bacon and you're going to fry bacon in a pan, and then you're going to take out the bacon, and then you're going to fry onions in bacon fat, which is like the best smell in the world, just so you know.
Oh.
And then you're going to make a little gravy out of that with vinegar and sugar, and you're pour that on top of boiled potatoes with the bacon. It is sweet, it is tangy, it is salty, it's full of bacon, and it is delicious beyond belief.
Sean, get to the kitchen right fucking now. I need this.
I'm sad.
I make it regularly with schnitzel.
Mm.
It's good.
Fuck you too, bud. All right. I like this. We got a new one here.
You
This
live
was
thousands of miles away. What does it matter to you
I'm
what
so
I cook?
sad.
Amazon can get me a package in less than a day. How come you can't get me food in that time?
Sure, I'll ship you some food and we'll
Thank
see
you.
if it's still
Edible
good.
arrangements can do it.
I'll send you guys the recipe offline.
Thank you.
It's
I
family
appreciate
recipe.
that.
He doesn't cook. He's not going to do anything with
He
Yeah,
it.
no,
won't do
that's why I have
anything with
Sean.
that.
That's fair.
And
Dina,
that
I'll send you the
would kill
recipe.
me.
Yeah, that's smart.
It would kill me.
My cooking
Fair.
involves anytime I visit Sean or Sean visits me, it's not even like a hello. It's just like, get your bitch ass in the kitchen and feed me.
Mm.
There's only
Ew.
a few times
Feed
that
me.
people have come on this show and answered that question with a very specific, curated response. It's often tater tots or
Mm.
steak fries
Bitches.
or something
Mm.
generic. We haven't
Don't get me
heard that
wrong.
answer before.
I love potatoes. It's pretty
Oh,
hard
we
to
all
screw
do.
up a
That's-
potato, but
that's the
German
point of
potato
the-
salad is just
Yeah,
amazing.
that sounds phenomenal, and I'm here for it. Well, Sarah, you have survived, and I know this got emotional here, and I appreciate you being vulnerable and opening yourself up to us here on the Don't
Mm.
Make It Weird podcast. So
Nice
Thank you
back
for that.
pedal.
oh God, my hat's so far away, and I'm really lazy. Sarah, do you have a hat? Perhaps some
No,
kind.
she's not putting on a fucking
Oh
hat
my
if you're
God.
not.
I will put on a hat
I-
if she puts on a hat.
I can't with a headset, just first off.
You
I'll
can
go get a hat.
precariously balance it on top of your headset.
I have a lot of hats,
I'll go get
actually. But
You do.
I do.
You have a hat.
They're all in another room that would require me to untangle from the blanket.
That's fair. Dina, I can already assume that your hat is Christmas related, and I'm
It's
not
a
going to allow
Santa hat.
this.
It's 100% a Santa
But
hat.
also, but also,
But also-
I was gonna say that it would make Shannon really happy because
But
my
also-
5-month-old son's Santa hat fits my head. So,
But for clarity, it fits him as well, right? It's a
Yes.
good fit for both of you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Zebra's got a giant head, and Dina, I don't know how your head is that small with that much hair. Like, I don't understand.
yeah, it's really bad.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Yeah.
Is your hair
Oh.
like the
So
TARDIS?
you know
Like
that?
it's just like looks small, but it's like huge. On the inside?
Realistically, women can just use an alternate dimension to make hats fit better. You know that? It's
I
witchcraft.
didn't know that. I'm
Yeah.
learning. I'm
I
learning.
will
Conspiracy
say
Corner
that
with
like
Sarah.
women can take a ton of hair and turn it into like the tiniest little bun, and somehow it's the same amount when they undo it again. It's insane.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Yeah, see? Yeah, you guys are doing this right now. You're right. Witchcraft is the only answer. So,
Yep.
All right, guys. So we're going to be switching gears. We're going to be getting into some book talk here. We're going to put on our serious author hats here. And we're going to be talking about Treacherous Havens by Sarah Eriksen. And we're going to give you a little blurb about what it's all about. Utopia, the last and only safe haven for humanity to survive and rebuild after the plague that almost ended the human race. Anyone foolish enough to venture outside would only meet their ends at the hands of the horrors that roamed the wilds. At least that was what the lie the administration wanted everyone to believe. Cass had no choice except to leave the deceit and corruption of Utopia behind. But would the world outside be any safer?
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 Nice question inflection there at the end, buddy.
Thank you. I'm Ron Burgundy. All right, so I am really excited about this. This was an awesome post-apocalyptic book. You know, had a little romance to it, a little something extra there. But I want to know, what was your inspiration behind Treacherous Havens? Because this is a little bit of a departure from some of your other series.
So I was playing Fallout Shelter. So the little time waster game, not just the Fallout video games. And you build your little vault. And in order to get more people, you have to put 2 of them into the little barracks, and then they make babies. And after a while, I'm like, this is really fucked up. I just started to create this idea of Utopia as this place where, you've got people in a post-apocalyptic world, and the whole point is making babies. But then it just kind of devolved into the entire story from there. But that was the initial inspiration, is where the idea started to stew in my mind as I was taking these little video game characters and sticking them into the barracks so they would make babies.
They make boink boink. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm with you on
Boink,
that.
boink, I love that. What kind of made what was involved in your decision for shifting your POVs throughout the story?
So I
'Cause
like to
it's not
do.
common.
I know. I know a lot of people like to do the single perspective. I like to see other perspectives because to me, a story from one perspective can skew it sometimes, because then you're writing always how this person is viewing everything. And I like to know what other people see and view. I do try to keep it narrow so it's not like a constant like flipping between scenes. The original draft, it was a clusterfuck of this one, like in the same scene. So I had to rewrite a lot of it so that you had those clear breaks between whose head you were inside. But I like to do it with the main characters because then you're seeing this world from like two perspectives. Specifically with this one, with Aaron and Cass, you get to see Cass from Utopia viewing this world for the first time and Aaron who's just used to it. So it gives you a different way of seeing the world without just someone discovering it all the time too. And I also
Love
just
it.
have a tendency to shift perspectives in most of my writing because I think it's just a little bit more fun. That's just a me thing.
Hey, yeah, hey, you're the author, man. You get to make the rules. So if you for anyone that's a DMIW listener knows that I love side characters, whether it's Tien from Dragon Ball Z or well, he's really a main character, but Jar Jar Binks. You've got a fun little side character here in your story. Let's talk a little bit about Mika or Micah.
I say it both ways, so don't ask me. I will change it as I read. It'll come out Mika and Micah.
See, got this covered, guys.
But there's a narrative reason for it that you don't know yet.
Oh. Called I Don't Know. No. She's a fun side character because for a lot of this for me was to try to separate myself from the series that I have, right? Because that is a very easy thing for me to write because those books are me. Like that's just my personality. This one is completely separating myself from, there's aspects of me, of course, because I'm writing, but it's not like the main character is me or this character is me or anything like that. So to create this character who, with her backstory and everything, has that positive way of seeing things, but is a bit of a control freak. I like it because she matches well with the other characters. She really does drive the story in the second half of it because of her personality and everything. So a lot of my characters in general are built because of that to help drive those stories. But her personality just meshes so well into that world and the danger that we see in the second half. If that answers that well enough.
Oh, that was perfect.
Did it require a lot of extra, more conscious and concise work to research all of the tech and like computer side and aspect of everything? Because I know as like a writer, I'm not super techie, so I always have to research that stuff.
It's, I did a little bit of research for some things, which is why I don't try to classify it as science fiction, but I classify it as speculative fiction because most of it is made up. I do have some understanding of some like basic tech principles. I'm a fairly tech savvy person, at least enough to know why something doesn't work and tell somebody else to fix it. So a lot of it is just me coming up with things, but I always try to filter in like the logic behind it. So when we're looking at like a science-based thing, like if we're going to develop medical, procedures or medical like tech and everything, well, what would we try to do like an advancement? So, a spray that blocks up a wound, like that seems like a good thing. So some of it's just random things I picked up and then go, okay, I could, make that something more. Or some Googling, like, I don't know how long you have to leave your stitches in before you take them out. Like some of that. So I do a little bit of research, but I left it more open because I like to make stuff up. And it's more fun that way instead of too much science fiction seriousness. And I'm kind of lazy and don't want to research that hard sometimes.
I understand laziness better than anyone else here, so I get it. So let's talk quickly about Cass, because she's a very sheltered character. She's someone that has not seen the outside world. What were the kind of the difficulties and kind of fun bits of her experiencing everything for the first time when she's out there experiencing the world? And like, how hard was that to write and kind of keep in mind that she's a very intelligent person with a lot of research done and, she is a technical marvel, but rain is brand new for her,
I tend to look at the world myself as something just always amazing. Like I see clouds and I'm so excited, or, like this is just me. Like, I love it. So to look at it going, if I never saw that before, like what would that be? It would be shocking. Some of the things like the first time she hears thunder, like that would be terrifying. So just to take those little things that you might hear that might startle you or appreciate, or you look at it and go, wow, that's pretty, and go, okay, if I've never seen that, how would I react? And you just build on it and build on it and build on it. And it was kind of fun because she has ideas of things and she's intelligent enough to know what it is. But to see it, she's finally getting to piece together logic and fact and actually just enjoy.
Yeah.
And see what's out there and go, oh, wow. So that's what that really is. And not just have to go, okay, that's a thing and can't really handle it. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun to really kind of think of how she would react to even like the smallest things like food that she's never tasted before and everything.
So you also lay like a lot of foreshadowing into that like shocking ending to get us like where to give us like a better understanding of the world and everything. Was that I don't know if you're a pantser or a plotter, but was that something that just came naturally to you, or
I am mostly a pantser, but I tend to imagine a lot in my head and it just sticks in there and simmers and gets really, really murky and everything. So all of like, I have like the backstory lore, which is probably like 5 times the length of the book, just in my brain.
Yeah.
But I build on a lot of it and then I start to filter through like, what do you need to know? What is a tease? What is, what will give you the, cliffhanger, which just for the record, my best friend read that and said, illegal cliffhanger.
It sounds
and that
illegal.
is now forever what that's actually going to be called.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah. I've already been told I need to start the next one and I have actually started writing it. So I do know where the trilogy will go, just so I know. I do know that. No, but to go through with all of like the foreshadowing and everything, that was actually tricky for me because I am a pantser who just writes as it comes out. And then I have a character that I originally was just to drive one part of the story who is now clearly a main character. His name is Han. He was never intended to be anything other than a small plot point. But it is kind of hard when you're like, I need to build a mystery. And you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just writing words. And then I go back and edit and then text my friends randomly at weird times and go, does this make sense? Or does this give away too much? So my writing process is insane and chaotic. But it seems to work out.
Would you say that you have chaotic devices?
I would say that chaotic author girl is definitely a thing for me.
I love it. Well, hey, we're not being a tease anymore because we said no more teasing after you were already teased with these 3 boyfriends. So why don't you give us a little satisfaction, give us a little excerpt from this story.
All right. Okay. Story time. Don't laugh. I had to find really, really hard to get to this part. And yay. Okay. Are you ready for this? Hey. The incline became a steep, curving spiral heading somewhere deep below the streets outside. The same strange logo was leading him to another underground location. A strong sense of foreboding pressed in on him as he followed the ramp. The curved walls made it impossible to see any distance ahead or behind, making him even more tense. The scent of mold and rot grew more potent, and he heard a strange, dry rustling sound echoing in the dark. He stopped and crouched down as the narrow ramp opened up to a larger space. Metal boxes, barely big enough for a person to stand or sit in, were in the center of the ramp. An old metal bar leaned haphazardly over the space to his left, and its twin was on the ground in front of him. They appeared to be old gates, probably operated by some sort of security force. He studied the open space in front of him. There were more rusted remnants of vehicles, some more intact than the ones he had seen on the floors above. There was a scattering of debris, places where the walls had cracked and crumbled. A trickle of water from somewhere high above had encouraged the growth of moss and mold. There were 3 large rusted loading bay doors. One was partially open at the bottom. Not far past them was a regular door with the same symbol glowing on it. He almost wanted to laugh. By sheer luck, he had found the place he was looking for. If he had gone back, who knows how long he might have searched in the ruins above. Rats scurried around, the only signs of life in the darkness. He headed to the door with the symbol on it. The dry rustling sounds grew louder the closer he got to the open loading bay door. He slowed as he neared it, watching the opening for any signs of danger. A vile smell of rot, decay, and excrement, and other things he wasn't sure he had a name for, wafted out, making him want to gag. There was no change to the strange sound. It was probably more rats with a nest inside, unbothered by him moving around. He reached the door and bit off a curse as he saw the control box tucked against the side of it. He should have known this facility would be protected the same way as the rest. He turned back to look at the small gap under the loading bay door. It was high enough that he could crawl under it. It could very well be his only way in. Worst case scenario, it would be a safe enough place for him to rest before heading back up, assuming he could handle the smell. He didn't have much choice, but he still had to be cautious and see if whatever was making that noise was a danger to him. He grabbed... my book attacked me. He grabbed a handful of gravel and tossed it near the gap to the loading dock. He held his energy gun in his other hand in case he needed it. The rustling noises grew louder and more agitated as the rock struck the rusted metal and clattered to the ground. The sound should have been faint, but it sounded like an explosion to him in the echoing darkness. A raspy moan that hinted at a once loud and shrieking howl told him what was on the other side.
Yes, I love it. That's such a great mood on that scene. All right, Sarah, you survived our very serious author question. So now it is time for a segment that Dina is always prepared for. Dina, do you mind if I go first?
I would love it if you went first, Daniel.
Oh, perfect. Actually, Dina, can you go first?
No.
Do not kill the bit with this bullshit, Dina. Do not kill the bit.
There is no bit. I hate that fucking bit.
The best bit.
Don't go after Spicy Dina, dude. You know better than that.
I know, but now I deserve it and I have to go first. So, Sarah, you are a cosplayer and a individual that, you make a lot of your own costumes and such, right?
Not as many as I would like, but I have attempts.
Okay. So I have paid you a hypothetical large sum of money to make Sean the greatest Jar Jar Binks outfit of all time. You have unlimited resources here.
I'll go first, Daniel. It's okay. Sarah, if you had to replace Aaron with what's his face from Maze Runner? Who's that main character from Maze Runner? Thomas. You had to replace Aaron with you don't know anything about Maze Runner, do you?
I don't.
Okay, well,
Go
if
for
Aaron
it, 'cause I
was
can be very creative.
do you think that Cass would be interested in him if Aaron was replaced with Big Bird from Sesame Street?
Oh!
I guess.
Oh, she'd definitely be a lot more intrigued.
It's good.
I mean, she's kind of, just oblivious to Aaron in general, but Big Bird,
Yeah, how can you ignore that? Yeah.
right? I think she'd be a
Yeah.
lot more intrigued, even if it's just a lot of, what?
What?
He might stand more of a chance than Aaron, honestly.
It's true.
I love it. Sarah, back to
All
to
right,
the real...
that's the end of the.
How dare you? How dare all of you
Right.
make my Jar Jar Binks outfit, Sarah? How do we make this incredible outfit?
You pay someone
a needle
online to
and
make it
thread,
for
dumbass.
you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm paying you.
Yeah, I'd pay someone else to do it.
So you'd outsource my Jar Jar Binks outfit.
Incredible answer.
You know what I love
10
that
out of
answer?
10.
I'll pay you to make this Jar Jar Binks costume. Well, this person can make it. Now I don't have to.
Subcontract it.
Yep.
That's what you do.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Well, Sarah, I hope we can still be friends after this next segment. I hope you
Oh,
don't think
dear.
less of me. I hope you're excited and prepared because this is going to be a wild ride. Because you see, each week we delve.
We're doing this now. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Where do you think I was going, bud?
I don't know, man. You're all over the place.
I'm following the rundown. See, each week we delve into some of the most cringeworthy erotic literature in history, often handpicked by the Literary Review, a renowned British literary magazine, in a segment dubbed Cringy Copulation.
Cringy, baby.
We showcase real excerpts from real books that were genuinely intended to be taken seriously. This week's package, God.
Package, baby, yeah.
This week's passage comes from Electric Dreams, an entry
I hate it.
from Koriv's Star Wars erotic fiction. Link in the descriptions. And will be narrated by our guest, Sarah.
Wow.
Sarah. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Gonna slide into them DMs, Sarah.
I knew this. I expected this from you, Daniel. I expected it.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part about cringy copulation is?
Uh-huh.
Tell us.
It's that Sean doesn't DM a whole lot of people, but there's dozens of DMs of him
Every
just sending
DM
people these
that I've sent
horrible
people.
passages.
It's horrible.
Like,
Everyone.
out of context, if all these people got together and be like, dude, this producer
Right?
Sean guy.
It's necessary and needed.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
Donkey.
Sarah, check your Twitter DMs.
Okay.
There's gonna be a
All right.
legacy of this.
I'm not entirely sure I'm ready for it, but we got this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she
That's
said.
Perfect.
That's it, Leia said, gripping his shaft around the middle, angled down a little,
Hate
R2. Let me get comfortable. She shifted her bare bottom, and R2 lined himself up with the slick opening to her inner passage. Leia pressed 2 fingers to either side of her crotch, spreading her pink lips apart to reveal the tight hole beneath. I'm ready for your input, R2, she giggled. The droid let out a whistle and rolled forward, touching the cap of his shaft to Leia's vagina. She smiled widely, spreading her legs a little further and let R2 slide inside her. The princess gasped at the strange intruder, and R2 paused, letting her acclimatize. It's warm, she noted, pleased. R2 monitored Leia's arousal, noting her hard nipples poking through her tight gown, and decided that a further 18 minutes of steady penetration would allow her to reach release. He wondered if the panting, flushed princess had calculated the same.
Normally I go to Dina first. Sean, thoughts?
I plead the fifth on this one.
So, a little backstory here, Sarah. Leia is Sean's favorite character, and I knew everyone expected me to go Jar Jar Binks on this one. This one, I thought I could get 2 people hating me with one on this one erotic read.
2?
And so, yeah, you assumed would hate it, but I also knew that Sean would extra hate it, that this is involving Leia.
I don't think Dina loves it either, I'm just saying.
Dina doesn't. It doesn't matter. She hates this
hates
segment.
all of them.
Period.
Yeah, she would get rid of this segment if given an opportunity.
I
It's
tried.
the one thing she lets Daniel keep.
It's true. It's true. This is my one. So, Sarah, what were your feelings on this? Were you titillated by this erotic read?
I mean, my brain just immediately went to the fact that,
I'm
why would it
nauseous
be
again.
R2, not C-3PO? Because there is that one image of C-3PO. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the
Wait, what?
trading card from the 19th.
Mhm.
There was
Yes.
a Star Wars
Yes.
trading card from the 70s that made it look like C-3PO had a giant golden dong.
hmm So I was
apparently-
more confused that it was R2 and not C-3PO,
There's-
if anything.
There's pictures of it if you want to find it online, but
Mhm.
like apparently the legend states that the photo was taken just at the right time as a piece of C-3PO's costume fell off, and it was
Mhm.
like right in the perfect orientation. to
That's
make it look like
edited.
no, it was a real card that went into
Yeah.
circulation.
Yeah, it's
and
a
if
real
you
card.
find
Photoshop.
one, it's worth a lot. It's worth a lot.
Mhm. That's pre-Photoshop. That's old.
Yeah, that is impressive. Oh, look at Dina's face now that she knows it's
Not a single part of that costume would have made that happen. That's on purpose.
Okay, but
Looking at you, Disney.
It's just like the penises on the cover of the Little Mermaid VHS
Mhm.
tape. There's no way they didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no way.
yeah. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with
So
the
Dina-
Aladdin. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh God, no! I was just gonna get your opinion on the passage that she just read.
I spit my wine.
I just love the arbitrary 18 minutes. If I penetrate her for 18
Yeah.
minutes, she will orgasm.
Oh, he's very good
I
at
mean-
calculations.
First of all, that's
To address what Sarah said, I mean, I feel like R2's the better choice because C-3PO is just not like he's always awkward and
He
I'm
wouldn't
so
shut
sorry.
up. Well, that's
Let's
He
true.
would be
not
like that
make
the whole
those
time,
noises.
and it's like
I hate
you're
that.
like trying to get it done, and you're just like, just shut up, dude. And he's like,
Yeah, that is fair. That's fair.
I can talk dirty to you in 232 languages.
I'm
6
never
million
gonna
points of
unsee that
communication.
trading
Sorry.
card either.
That's
So
just
yeah,
a
no, I
bonus.
hated this. It was that
In
was
conclusion.
very that was a lot.
It's a lot.
18 minutes. Input. I think that's the thing that got me. Was input? No.
Yeah.
It's the first
When
line
I
that I
say
spit
that
out.
I like that he was monitoring her arousal. It's
Mhm.
very, I mean, I feel like that's
That's very caring.
It's really nice of him. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he obviously cares about her and how she feels. And it's
Interesting
nice.
programming for an
10 out of 10 would
astromech droid.
recommend.
Listen, when I say that this was the most tame passage I could find in this one erotica, just keep
There's
that in
no
mind.
way.
It gets a lot weirder.
Oh,
Lot.
I'm not surprised.
And what I love is that it is known as erotic canon. So this author wrote this in a way to hopefully stay in canon.
Yeah, they've created an entire erotic Star Wars canon.
It
on
has
their
its own
website.
Wikipedia.
I'd never seen it before today. Daniel sent it to me for this purpose, and I pulled up the page for this particular passage, which, by the way, is very long. Like the actual story
Mhm.
that led
Does
up
it go
to
on
this
for 18 whole minutes?
is very, very long. And according to the author, this was inspired by the events that lead up to The Force Awakens. So this is a Leia that is of age. Like this
Mhm.
isn't a New Hope Leia. This is like she's in
That's-
her
Yeah, she's in her prime.
50s or 60s.
So this is after Han left and her kid's gone.
Yeah.
So, she needs some action. Okay.
It's just a robotic yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's just it's beautiful, and I'm glad that we all got to go on this journey together,
I
guys.
still have
And
one in
according
my
to this
nose.
guy, like R2 has banged every woman in the Star Wars universe, which is 3 is a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? To be fair, though, if anyone was going to do it, R2 does make sense.
R2 fucking his way across the galaxy. I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
that's a side quest that we do.
Kenny Baker's inside, like, yeah.
Oh god. God, I wanted so badly to add R2D2 into our story, but I didn't want to give it away.
I was really expecting to hear some R2D2 sound effects.
I
while
thought that would be the
reading.
first sound effect that Dina went to, but she went to the Darth Vader breath.
I'm not
which
as good
was
at it.
impressive.
Dude, it was good.
impressive.
Yeah, Dina can do some good sound effects when she puts her mind to it. So, all
Yeah,
right,
like-
Sarah, you
You
Let's
were
get
so casual
wild.
about that.
all right, so Sarah, you have survived the crucible that is the Don't Make It Weird podcast's cringy copulation, our hard-hitting questions, and now it is time for a proud tradition, a tradition like no other. Fuck you, masters. It is time for the 1 second pitch. So you've got 1 second to tell the audience why they need to buy your book. You can lie, cheat, seduce, steal, threaten, whatever you want to do, but you got to do it in 1 second. And we'll give you a full
18
opportunity to give it in.
minutes.
They'll give you a full 18 minutes for the real elevator pitch.
15
after.
minutes to the payoff.
Our algorithm is monitoring your arousal.
Okay.
All right, here, I'm going to count you in. Here we go. 3.
The Lust.
That's a good one. Screaming
That is
the
a good one.
Lost. Yeah.
I
Not to be
chose to not
confused with the-
really scream because, microphone, but yeah.
Both
That's
ends.
fair. Yeah, that was good. All right, so let's give the audience a real elevator pitch. Why should folks check this book out?
So it's a world that has fallen and collapsed. And we're hundreds of years in the future from basically the future of our world collapsing. And the story is centering on someone who lived in a terrible place where all of humanity supposedly went to survive. And it's full of lies, and she's trying to escape for her life. So she's experiencing this new world for her for, the first time. You get to see someone who has to grow and figure out who she is, what she wants to become, and how she fits into this world, which is an extremely dangerous place. She left a place that was terribly dangerous, and now she's dealing with everything in this new world, including the Lost, which there are terrifying things in these wilds. So to live that sheltered life, which also in its own way wasn't sheltered, it was just very unique. Like the dangers there were so different. She has to learn and grow and adapt and figure everything out. So it's got the suspense. It's got that post-apocalyptic setting. It's got action. It's just really diving into all of these characters and like the mental health and the stress and just trying to see everything from a different perspective and to adapt and to figure out what's the real danger in this world. Is it the Lost? What is out there? Because the world fell. So it's got all of that kind of stuff. It has that apocalyptic feel. So if you like post-apocalyptic worlds and not just a zombie apocalypse, it's got all of those little elements into it, but it really focuses a lot on this character and her understanding everything and seeing that world through her eyes.
Yes.
And unraveling a mystery of the past.
Building a mystery. All right, guys, that was it's so good. And guys, we can't recommend this enough. Check out, it's a great song. How dare you? God damn it, now I can't even talk. Sean, what's this book called?
Treacherous Havens.
Oh, that's why you picked Treacherous by Taylor Swift.
God damn it, Dina.
Oh my God, Dina. It took you an hour and a half to figure that out. First of all, you know that he tries to work the author's book title into his intro every single time.
It felt very arbitrary.
You thought I picked a deep cut that I've never actually heard from Taylor Swift.
That's why it sucked.
To be fair, I've never heard anything from Taylor Swift.
Just got shake
I
that off.
highly doubt
so
that.
lost. I probably heard it, but not with any knowledge.
Yeah.
It's a real love story.
She did not consent to it. Sarah McLachlan might have been a better choice, Daniel.
In the arms of an angel.
You just sang Building a Mystery. Okay. Hey, Sarah, you
Wow,
wanted
Dina,
to talk to us
Tell
briefly
us
about your
this
other.
book. Oh. I actually have comp titles.
We're doing great.
Daniel,
Merry
just
Christmas,
take it.
everyone.
Take it, buddy. Take it and run.
In addition to Treacherous Havens, Origins of the Lost Book 1, available now on Amazon, available where you can get books. Sarah's also got another 3-book series, The Chaos Guardians, with my boy Declan and lacking his pants on Amazon. Tell the folks a little bit about The Chaos Guardians.
So the Chaos Guardians originally, when it was created, as I like to daydream and you watch a TV show or a movie and you want to go to that world but not die. So that's where the Chaos Guardians kind of came from, like when I was much younger. So the idea that these people, they protect the world from monsters that don't belong there, but they're the truth behind the myth. So you've got monsters from other dimensions that come to our world. They don't belong, but they're the reason we have the myth of the vampire in so many cultures. So it's not vampires and werewolves. It's real monsters that are behind myths. And they are well trained. There are a lot of them. So they know what they're doing. And the idea behind this is not the tragic hero trope. It's like, hey, we're like hanging out, we're gaming and we're having fun. And oh my God, I have to go save the world. Hold on. I'm going on follow. I'll be back 5 minutes. And they go and they fight monsters and they come back. So it's high stakes, a lot of really flashy magic, a lot of snarky humor banter between friends and Declan losing his pants. So it's intended to be more lighthearted, but it also just deals with people because, you know, the cliche of write what you know. Well, I took that and I ran with it. I know me, so I know how I would react if I had to go and interrupt my gaming to go save the world or, you know, deal with a zombie or whatever else. So it's meant to have that kind of fun. You've got a lot of action, adventure, and humor and people who know what they're doing, dealing with a lot of like world ending stuff.
And I absolutely love it. I can't wait. I hope you guys check that out. Check out all the books by Sarah. They're all fucking amazing. So you survived, Sarah. You did it. You're on the Don't Make It Weird podcast. Your book's amazing, dude.
Thank you.
Tell the folks where they can find it.
It is on Amazon. It's the only place I currently have it because you've already said that.
I meant to say, where can the folks find you?
Find me. Okay.
On social media, yes.
On social media, I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I am still on Twitter, X, whatever the crap. And I am on Threads now, as well as Blue Sky. Most of those places you can find me as Chaotic Author Girl or Sarah Eriksen. So either one, but usually it's Chaotic Author Girl.
Links in the description.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. This was so much fun to have you on here.
Dina, tell us about this book and, you know, what would entice people to buy it. Oh, thank you for asking, Daniel. This book is Death Cure meets Ember City, or City of Ember.
Heard of none of those things.
Fucked it up. Sorry.
She prepared for this.
Anyway,
And Daniel did not
it
throw
was
it
good.
to her for once, ever.
My bad.
Thank you.
Dina, I've heard of none of those book comp titles, but I absolutely believe you.
I agree,
Okay,
Dina.
both were movies.
What were they called?
Death Cure and City of Ember.
I don't
I've
believe you.
seen those names before. Now I'm going to have to go watch them.
That sounds like bands. Like, it sounds like the name of like some like metal bands.
Yeah, she went to a metal festival recently. Just remembered some bands.
some of the band names.
Yeah, that's totally
But
me.
yeah, I'm with Dean on this. This book's awesome, man. It's post-apocalyptic. It's a lot of fun, high energy, great setting, great scenery. Can't recommend enough. I absolutely love Sarah as an author, so you definitely check it out. All right, guys. Dina, where can the folks find you now that I forgot that little bit?
You can find me on X at Dinasaurus D. That's D like these nuts.
And producer Sean, where can the folks find you, bud?
You can find me at Shea Soldu.
What you having for dinner tonight?
We ordered from the Doghouse. I got a special
sponsor.
edition Thanksgiving bratwurst. It's so good. I can't wait to have it. It's sitting in there waiting for me. So
Send me a picture of that. I just want to look at it. Okay.
absolutely,
No.
Sean, please just let me see bratwurst.
will absolutely not be showing you my hot dog at any point now or ever.
Sean, just be cool, man.
Oh, Doghouse. I get it.
You picked that one up a little faster than T
Oh,
Swizzle.
treacherous. That's why.
Oh, God.
You can find me on Twitter, because I will not fucking call it X, at Dan Q Writes Thing. That's Dan Q Writes Thing singular.
It's dumb.
It's true. And I mean, technically on Threads and these other places, I'm lazy, so I don't post there. But I'm there, and who knows? Maybe as this
You
shit
made
keeps
an
on
account?
burning. Yeah, I made an account.
Whoa. That's more than I've done.
And don't forget to check out Daniel's website, www.dumps4danq.com. That's dumps4danq.com.
A real website. Just tell me, you guys can
I
check it
should
out.
actually check it out now. Like,
It's
go-
true. There's a special little Easter egg for anyone that checks it out. You know what? If anyone actually goes on here, checks it out, and just leaves me a post on Twitter, you know, maybe we'll come up with like a prize. We'll get some stickers, something fun. I don't know. I'll leave producer
He
Sean to
won't
this.
come
Sean,
up with
can
the
you
prize.
give them a prize?
He won't follow through at all.
Absolutely
And he'll
not.
make
And I
Sean
can't
pay
stand
for
it
it.
when you like offer to like give prizes and have no intention of following through.
No, I do have intention of following through. I have an intention of you following
You've
through for
never
me.
followed. At least when I promise extra books and giveaways, I literally send them right away. Bitch.
I have two that I need to send, so I got them. This is going great. This is the best. All right, guys, this has been the Don't Make It Weird podcast. We will see you all next time. Jazz hands.
Sometimes in this life,
Don't Make It Weird, with Daniel Quigley, Dinasaurus, and Sean Holden. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme song by Amaria. Incidental music and sound effects provided by VoiceMod, as well as the YouTube audio library. You can rate and review this show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, and wherever else you download your podcasts. Got a question for Daniel or Dina? Call the Don't Make It Weird hotline at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473, and leave us a message. It could be featured on a future episode. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Don't Make It Weird on YouTube for the video presentation, or on your favorite podcast app for the audio-only version of the show. Thank you so much, and we love you.